Hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, here for another YouTube tutorial with Sarita La Queen or what? So today we doing some skin, honey. We doing our foundation base. I'm gonna show you guys how you guys get this look, you know, so keep on watching. Alrighty guys, so let's get into this foundation routine. So I always put on some moisturizer, but today I used the Josie Marin Argan Oil, but I'm still gonna go in with my moisturizer because I'm a dry type of girl, so you know I need to have some moisture. So I'm gonna use this Clinique Dramatically different hydrating jelly, and I'm gonna put that all over my face. And I'll probably just use like 1 or 2 pumps because I already have the oil on, and I just kind of blend this all into my skin. I want my skin to be hydrated, and you can see how pink I get really fast. So now that I have my moisturizer on, I'm gonna go in with my primer. I always use this Hydro Grip primer from Milk Makeup, and I'm just gonna put that all over. And basically the reason why I like this one the most is because, like I said, I'm dry, and then it also makes it like sticky, so I feel like my foundation grabs on really well. But if you have oily skin, I would recommend for you to use a Smashbox Photo Finish oil-free foundation primer. This one's really good, and it makes it kind of like smooth, so it makes your skin look like you have no pores. So after I do that, I'm gonna go in with my foundation, and I'm first gonna go in with a brush because I want to get it all over my face. And I'm gonna use the Real Techniques buffing brush, and I just put it on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna stamp it in first so I can get all of the foundation all over the place, and then I'll blend it in. And you want to do it kind of like, not slowly because obviously I'm moving fast, but you know, take it little by little, like you don't want it to be too cakey. And I'm just gonna kind of blend this all over the face. I lightly do this because I'm gonna go back in with my concealer anyways, so I don't need that thick of a layer for foundation. But you see how like it looks really natural. So because I avoided my under eyes, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'm in the shade Vanilla, and I'm just gonna put a little bit because this is just for my foundation. Like this would be if you're doing it every day. And I'm just gonna put this a little bit right here and on my cheeks, because I get a little bit of redness here, so that's the only reason why I put like a little bit here, because once I blend it out, sometimes it picks up a little bit of the product and you don't want it to show. Well, for me, I don't want it to show anything. So I put this here for my dark circles and my cheeks right there. I'll just put a little bit here and on my chin just so it balances all out. And trust me, if, like I said, if you're new to makeup, you don't have to do this whole thing, because sometimes it's a little bit too much for people. You can just put a little bit of concealer. You don't have to go that dramatic like I did. I'm just gonna grab my beauty blender and blend it out a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot. You want it to be seamless. And that way this doesn't cake it up and just kind of pushes it all into your skin. And then also pick up extra product. When I get on my under eyes, I kind of even bring it up onto my nose. And I always put it right here because, like I said, I'm a little bit have a pink undertone, so it always gets red all over my face. Like I always look like I ran a mile. So with that, you can see it looks all nice and natural. You always want to wet your beauty blender. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. I wet my beauty blender and I squeeze it all out, so now it's bouncy. And this isn't a beauty blender, I'm sorry, this is the Real Techniques one. And I don't really get the beauty blender one because I like this one better. I like the shape of it and whatnot. I'm getting a fluffy brush, and I just have a little bit of discoloration here on my lids, and just so it kind of like all blends together. When I go under my eyes with the fluffy brush, it takes away the extra concealer that I have there, so that way when I go in with my powder, it won't be too cakey. And I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty and put a little bit of powder in the cap. This is optional because I know that sometimes some people don't bake at all, or you know, they don't put any powder on at all. You can basically do two things. If you don't wear that much makeup, you could just grab a little bit of powder. I know it's a lot. And then just kind of like dust it under here. Me personally, I go in with my beauty blender, and like I just had a little bit of a wrinkle right there underneath my eye. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to keep looking up. I mean, even though it's hard because I'm doing the tutorial. When I get the powder, I put a little bit here and I want to push it into my skin, and some of it will disappear into my skin, and some of it will still stay on the outside. And that way it's not such a thick heavy layer. How some people, you'll see like a big white powder mark right there. I just kind of push it all into my skin and it looks like airbrush. This is if you don't want to have too much powder on your face. Sometimes I do that if I'm going to like work or something like that. But I'm going to also do it on this side, and it just kind of makes me all matte and like look all airbrush. So now you can't even see any type of shine. So I put that on. Oh my god, this Fenty Beauty smells so good. This Fenty powder. So I'm gonna put that on my chin, because, well, my T-zone I should say, everywhere, like here, my nose, and my forehead here. So it just doesn't look so oily. And I probably put too much powder there, but that's alright. I'll dust it off. And I just kind of put powder on all my creases, my creasing areas. So since I put too much powder on my forehead, I'm just gonna go in with like a little dusting brush, like a fluffy brush, and kind of push it in. You don't want to like swipe around your face, because when you swipe, you're gonna pick up product with it. So you just push it all into it. But I'm gonna actually go in with this Real Techniques. It's the blush brush from their line. I'm gonna use it to kind of bronze up my face, so it's kind of like blown out. And just kind of like lightly pat it and bring it in, so you can build it, because you don't want to just jump on in and like have it this dark already. And just pat it and then kind of go like this. So you just want to lightly do it where it doesn't have any type of line. I'm just gonna lightly go around the whole face on the edges, so it can all blend together. And then you always want to go on your chin too. You never want to forget underneath your chin, because then people are gonna peep that you got like a line of foundation right there. Alright, so after we do that, if you do want to go into like a little bit more of like a cut look, you can go in with this is a BH Cosmetics brush in the number 5. It's just kind of like an angled brush. I'm gonna go in with this Benefit mini hula bronzer, and I'm just gonna kind of lightly dust it again on my face, on my brush. You're just gonna pat it in, go in circular motions. This is optional. You don't have to go back in and cut your cheekbones, but if you want it to be really, really sharp, you just go right underneath it. This is just so your face can look hella snatched. You don't have to put that much powder. Some people let it bake the whole time that they're doing their face makeup. I'm not going to leave it on there for too long, so I'm just going to take it off now, because it will literally do it immediately. So after we dust that off, I'm going to go back in with like a fluffy brush. I'm going to use this Wi-Fi from Morphe and go in with my blush. This is Close to Perfect from Kylie. And I don't mind picking up a lot of this because I absolutely love blush. And this is also optional. I know I said I don't like to look hot, but girl, I've been into this blush moment. Once you're done with your blush, you can use brushes like this to apply your highlighter. It depends on how you want it to look. I'm not going to go in with highlighter. This is a clean brush, so you would just put your highlighter here, here, on your nose, and here. And that's about it, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't want any highlighter. I've been really into this whole matte vibe lately. So yeah, this is the final look. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So now you could look like a little IG baddie, little cutie on the block, a little cute matte moment, you know. And you can always, you know, swap out the products, but you get the gist of it, the whole process, my techniques and stuff like that. And if you got any questions or anything like that, leave me some comments down below. I can help you guys out. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. I'll see you later.